We're trapped in our own patterns. And we are our own worst enemy. Yesterday's presumptions shape your attitudes today and tomorrow. And that itself limits you. So it was Einstein that said that you cannot solve a problem with the same thought process that was part of creating the problem. Or sometimes there's another variation of it, that if you want to change the system, you have to have a solution from outside the system. Because anything within the system is part of the system. Number one, you don't even know if it's changed. Maybe just another another product of the old system. Or maybe a delusion of real change, when you're just deceiving yourself into change. So these principles, which are basic common sense, of course lend itself to the whole concept of what means thinking out of the box. Is it even possible? If we're defined by a box, and we all have prejudices, just to quote another Einstein quote, that by the time, what he says, common sense are the prejudices that we have developed by the time we're 18 years old. That's what's called common sense, which we so are proud of, our common sense. Common sense means it's common. Means that it's something that everybody agrees about. Now, that may be very nice for popularity and for not making any waves, but it's not necessarily great for innovation. Common sense. So when you take all that into account, you start wondering and asking the question, how can we even think out of the box? It's a nice statement. Taco Bell made it into think out of the bun. So it's a great advertising ploy, and it's a great thing to engage people. Okay, sign up for a seminar. We'll teach you how to think out of the box. How many people really think out of the box? In addition, one has to also add into the equation, first you have to have a box to think out of the box. What is your box? If you don't even know what it is, and you don't know its so-called limitations, what does out of the box mean? And then finally, as I said, there's also the subjective and blind spots that come from our prejudices and our biases and our self-interest and so on. So it's not just a simple matter, and therefore it's quite simple. What definitely is obvious, why nonconformity and true pioneering ideas don't happen every second, and not everyone is capable of doing. Einstein, what he came up with is once in history, comparable to Newton, even maybe greater than that. There have been innovations since, but you ask most physicists, they say after Einstein there hasn't been anything comparable to the few revolutions that he created, because they set in motion a whole many others. So is there a secret to this? Is there a formula? And obviously each of us in our own fields, we're not physicists, so probably won't be in the world of physics. But the truth is, innovation is really not limited to even the world. It's a logical thing. Innovation means thinking differently about whatever subject matter one thinks about.